Hello, viewers, and welcome out to another video. I almost said stream because it's like so used to being live and streaming. We're doing a video today. We're doing ranking every single shiny Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 8, including all the variants, forms, you know, different possibly gender differences sometimes if those matter or not. Going through all that. If you guys did not know, we did actually rank all the regular Pokemon when they're non-shiny forms and let you guys know what our, all-time #1 favorite Pokemon was, what our least favorite Pokemon was, and all the in-between. We did a giant list and all that. I'll leave that up in the cards or in the description and everything like that, so that way you guys can go and find that tier list if you guys do want to see that. Otherwise, but yeah, today we're going to rank out every single shiny Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 8. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to just start in generational order. So we're going to do Gen 1 today, Gen 2 the next time, so on and so forth. Maybe if it's on the shorter side, we'll combine generations together, but for right now, for sure going to start with Gen 1. I will just go ahead and say this first and foremost. Gen 1 includes like the Megas, Gigantamax forms, all that great stuff. So if it's in a Pokemon that's in that generation, all the forms and all that count for that Pokemon, if that makes sense, hopefully. So being Mega does not mean it's going to be appearing in Gen 6. So hopefully that all covers all the bases. Let's get ranking these shiny Pokemon. I think I know what my favorite shiny Pokemon is, but I might figure out today I was completely wrong, and I don't honestly know what my least favorite is. So today we're going to figure that out, just like we figured out with my favorite Pokemon and my least favorite Pokemon, because those answers I didn't know either. And I'm not going to spoil those, so you got to go watch that video if you want to figure out the answer to that question. So let me go ahead and pull up the lovely whatever thing here. So we got, Mr. Bulbasaur here to start off with. I really love Bulbasaur. It's a nice little green tint going on with Mr. Bulbasaur. So, I mean, obviously he's going to go in first place here. So, how I do these tier lists, I don't have the whole, like, S tier, A tier, all that to F. I put them all in one tier. The reason for that is because there is not a single Pokemon, even if you go to my other one where, my least favorite Pokemon list and all that type of stuff and favorite Pokemon list, there wasn't separation to there. Because to me, all the Pokemon I love. I like all single, there's not one I'm just like, oh, please don't show me that. I hate that, whatever. And I feel like that's going to be the same general assumption with the shinies. Now, I'm sure there are some that I'm like, ooh, I'm not a fan of it, but that doesn't mean I'll absolutely hate it if I were to ever come across it. But yeah, that's why there's only one singular tier on this list for those that are wondering. So yeah, we're gonna have Bulbasaur #1 spot. If Bulbasaur is your favorite Pokemon and your favorite shiny, look, he's #1 for right now. Next we got Ivysaur. I like the little bit of yellow that they add here, and I always will try to explain my reasonings for different things, kind of go into what I like about the shiny, don't like about the shiny, all that great stuff. So if you guys like all that depth, let me know. If you don't, let me know and I can fix that for future videos. But I'm going to be bulk recording a little bit of this, so just as a fair warning. But yeah, Ivysaur, I like that little bit of extra yellow, and I'm going to go ahead and, honestly, if I'm comparing the two, I mean, they're pretty much similar, honestly, but I kind of give the edge to Bulbasaur just because, honestly, that yellow a little bit bugs me. Venusaur's Gigantamax it didn't do it for him. It just doesn't. It covers him in this giant yellow flower. Yeah, where'd Venusaur go? Like, why is he hiding? Why is he, like, who hurt my boy Venusaur? That's what I want to know. All right, next we got the Mega Venusaur form. Again, love the yellow that's on top of this Pokemon. But, oh god, I don't know. There's a lot of, like, plant stuff going on there underneath the flower that makes me kind of want to put it a little bit lower than Ivysaur. It's, like, got a little bit too much going on. But it's definitely better than this. This is just a little too basic to me. I don't like that shade of yellow, to be honest with you. But again, not terrible shinies. My boy Charmander. I kind of slightly wish, because they did change Charizard technically from the purple that it originally had, they technically would have changed Charmander into the black form. But, the yellow, I can't hate on the yellow. I love the yellow of the Charmander. It just looks so good, and it's going to take the #1 spot. I love Charmander, I'm sorry. Charmeleon, very sick Pokemon. But honestly, if you had to tell me between these two, while I like Charmeleon more as a Pokemon, for whatever reason, I like the shiny Charmander just a bit more. It just looks a little bit cuter on Charmander. It just pulls it off a little bit better, in my personal opinion. And those eyes just really stand out in this form. Next, we got the Gigantamax Charizard Shiny, which just looks sick. It looks so good. It actually kind of brings back that old purple coloring, as you can kind of maybe tell here. But yeah, I don't know. I love this form. I get Charizard has a lot of fan love, and I get that. I get Game Freak is like obsessed with him, but you know, he's my boy true and true. He's my all-time favorite Pokemon, so I gotta give it to this thing. This thing just looks awesome. Charizard Mega X form, Mega Charizard X form. I don't know why I said it like that. Is like a weird lime greeny color. Actually, it looks a little bit better in this sprite than it normally does, honestly. But I'm just not a big fan of it. It's not horrible, but it's just not pretty either. It's not my forte. Mega Charizard Y Shiny. I love this shiny. Freaking dragon vibes. I wish this would have been the dragon type Charizard because it looks literally like he's a freaking dragon. Look at those red wings. It gets the original shiny coloring of the black. I love this form. I still give this #1 right now. Regular shiny Charizard. Pretty much just like shiny Charizard Mega form there. That nice black coloring. It's going to just look great every time. I think I put it right now underneath the Gigantamax one because it just looks sick in that form, but yeah. Next we got our boy Squirtle here, who's got, technically you can't see right now, but a different colored shell on his back. It's like a green, I believe it's what it turns into. So my boy Squirtle, very cute. I wish they did a little bit more with this color. But honestly, he's not horrible. He's very cute. War Turtle gets a more purpley color. Honestly, it doesn't really show the purple well here, but he's not awful. I think I kind of put him up there with Ivysaur. Gigantomax Blastoise, nice purpley. I wish they did something with the cannons color-wise. I think that would have really tipped this thing over the edge a little bit more so. But yeah, honestly, it just looks nice. And then we got purple looking Blastoise Mega Form, which I think is just a little bit better looking. War Turtle, and then I think it will just follow in line like that, because these pretty much Megas here are going to be pretty similar when they're kind of close in their color schemes to their original. Next we got little yellow Caterpie, who I'm still looking for in Pokemon Go right now, but nevertheless, I do like this. It's a nice coloring here of Pokemon. I honestly won't lie. It's a nice shade of coloring. Because it is a Caterpie, it's going to be a little lower because it's a Caterpie. I mean, am I going to really be hype about a Caterpie? No, but it's just a nice looking shiny. And I'm not trying to be all like, competitive versus, all that. Just take that too much into account on like how much I would use it, things like that. But at the same point, it is still a Caterpie, and I can't help but to say that. Metapod. I love the shiny on Metapod as well. It looks very nice. It's nice brown, amber, orange, red. I don't know. It's a weird in between of a bunch of colors. In Let's Go, it kind of looks more like red, and here it looks more like orange. Either way, it looks nice. It's a very standout shiny. It's immediately noticed, which I love those type of shinies usually, where they kind of like stand out a bit more. Honestly, I kind of put them up right there with Caterpie. I feel like I could see those interchanging, honestly. Butterfree gets the weird green eyes, purplish color. Not horrible, but not really hardcore my forte. I'm going to put it just a bit above Mega Charizard X there. The Gigantamax is pretty much same story, just the wings actually help it here with that bright blue coloring to actually get it a little bit higher. Actually, I might put him a little bit above War Turtle there. Weedle, little Weedle. It's a yellowish coloring. Kind of sometimes hard to notice, especially in this format here. It's kind of hard to see, but at least somewhat noticeable. But Yeah, I honestly think he's just gonna fall like right here in front of Venusaur. Nice. Okay, next we got Kakuna, who gets this nice shade of green. Very, again, very noticeable. We got a little advertisement, which I will apologize here. I'm gonna go ahead and mute that so we don't, have that playing. It's supposed to be ad-free, but apparently I forgot to turn that off, so I apologize. Alright, yeah, Kakuna's got the nice green coloring here. Very nice looking shiny. Honestly, I think he falls like right there. Beedrill looks sick in this form. Honestly, I wish they would went more like, I don't know, brighter yellow maybe, but to give it more like Hornet vibes. But at the same point, this green actually works really well for it. I honestly think it's going to go right here above my boy Charmeleon. Pidgeotto getting the... Wait, where's Pidgey? Why is there no Pidgey? Pidgey, where you at, bro? I mean, I get Pidgey's like somewhat not noticeable because he's like a slightly different yellow. If Pidgey was here, for whatever reason he is not, Pidgey would probably honestly go between the Venusaurs here. He's not super noticeable. Pidgeotto, the weird yellow hair, just doesn't do it for me. I mean, it's better than this, but it's just, yeah, no. The blue on Mega Pidgeot really makes it stand out. I'm not a big fan of the color of Mega Pidgeot itself, but that blue honestly does things for it. I think I'm going to put him like right there. Regular Pidgeot's going to be worse though. It's got to be like, yeah, like... Honestly, I honestly think I prefer... These are... I think these ones are interchangeable. Alolan Ratata, right? That's what this is. The Mustache Man, nice little red shade. It's like amber shade. We got, I guess... I forgot about... I think maybe I mentioned forms being technically... variants on forms being... mentioned here, so I know this is technically Gen 7, but it's still of a Gen 1 mon, okay? Like, he gets a pass, okay? The Alolan Ratata, it's a not terrible shiny. It's noticeable. It's a Ratata, like, let's be honest. The green Ratata, however, I do actually like a little bit. Very noticeable. The Red Rover, please come on over, Mr. Raticate. I mean, I don't like Raticate too much, but the shiny's good. Regular Raticate, which gets like this nice orange fur coloring, is also not too terrible, but again, not like... Again, it's hard to not be biased with the whole like Pokemon 2. Like I said, like I'm trying to go based literally solely on the shinies, but like when I'm not a big fan of like Raticate, it makes it go lower. Same with like, like the Caterpies and all that. Like, yeah, they look like really nice shinies, but again, it's Eradicate, like, not the best looking mon, not, I mean, he's good in certain aspects, but really, what's he doing for me? No offense, Eradicate, please don't kill me in a future Nuzlocke, which I feel like is going to happen next time I stream. If you guys don't know, we try to stream as best as we can throughout. Right now we're doing a lot of Road to Sword and Shield, where we're playing through all the Pokemon games, all 28 of them, and to get to Sword and Shield before the release of Diamond and Pearl. So that way we can say we played every single Pokemon game in the main series game before Diamond and Pearl come out. And then we've been doing games I grew up on, all the games that I really loved in my 30 years of life. And all that. We will have actually our channel anniversary coming up here in November, a sleep block coming up here soon. I'll have to figure out the date on that. A lot of hype things coming up on the channel. All right, next we got Spiro. A little ugly, to be honest with you. I mean, it's better than Pidgeot, but it's still ugly. Fearow. So some of these shinies actually I haven't seen. I hope they're showcasing them well on here. It's like Fearow shiny. I don't know if I've ever actually seen in person enough to know if this is what it actually looks like. The only reason I'm saying that is because, like, I forget who it was that I thought, like, well, even like Squirtle even, but like, obviously you can't see the shell back there, but there's certain ones I feel like they weren't capturing the color. I thought it was the like Wartortle, I feel like it's more purple than that, or Blastoise. Maybe it is giving an accurate representation. Right now, I feel like he is going to go right there based on what I see. Ekans, a green snake, solid, you know, idea there. I think he goes just barely above Rattata here. Next, we got Mr. Chabak. I don't know what they could have done. I feel like as much as like black is usually the go-to answer with shinies, I feel like that would have worked really well with him, with the Cobra vibes. But this is not a terrible shiny. Honestly, I think I put it like right here. Gigantomax Pikachu. I love the nostalgic Pikachu here, so this is going to get some high points for being the nostalgic Pikachu. But the shiny, I guess, I mean, I don't know. It's like they could have done more with Pikachu than what he kind of got here. So both of these are going to go kind of right next to each other, but I do just like chunky Pikachu, and I love his cry a lot more. Alolan Raichu, I love this shiny. Chocolate, looks like freaking milk chocolate. He's nice. He's really good. Shiny Raichu, regular Raichu. Doesn't really tickle me too much. It's not horrible, but he's just kind of there. Shiny Alolan Sandshrew looks really good. That blue stomach on him is really nice. I think honestly he falls about right there. Shiny Sandshrew is kind of noticeable as well. It's got a green tint to it. Honestly, I think he goes right below his Alolan counterpart here. Shiny Alolan Sandslash looks like freaking Sonic the Hedgehog, and I wish every part of me wishes he could roll into a ball. He might be able to, but I just haven't seen it happen yet. But yeah, this thing looking like freaking Sonic the Hedgehog gets it massive points to honestly fall probably about right there. Regular Sandslash, those red spikes are nice. These, I feel like, can almost go in between one another, so I'm going to put him right about there. It seems fair. I think it's just mostly the front part. I wish there was some differences. Well, okay, really, with the advertisements. Excuse me. Grab a little drink of something while this is loading. Alright, shiny Nidoran female. Most of these are going to be pretty good opinions until we get to a certain one. But yeah, I love this switch of the colors, making Nidoran female pink, male one blue, basically giving them each other's opposite colors. I love what they did with this thing. Honestly, I think he falls like right there. It's not terrible. Just not super hype. Nidorina, I'm not a big fan of Nidorina. I think it's it on two legs. I think it'd look better. It usually just looks better on all four. So like if these were probably the 2D sprites, it'd probably get a little bit higher up. It'd probably, I don't know, only increase by one spot, but yeah, it just yeah. I don't know. Nidoqueen, I don't know what they did to you. They should have made it pink. I don't know why they didn't make it pink. They missed something here. I just not a fan of this coloring. It's just not doing it for me. Honestly, I think you go like right there. Just sorry, Nidoqueen. Nidoran looks very solid. This blue is such a pretty blue. I can't even argue. Nidorino, they're about arguably the same. I guess these ones I guess are interchangeable. Nidoking, however, looks sick in this blue. So good. Honestly, I think it goes right here, below Sonic the Hedgehog. And probably him looking like another character is giving him points on Sandslash. Clefairy, he gets some green ears, not super noticeable. mean, it's noticeable. Okay, I lied. That is something noticeable, but I just wish there was something more. I guess that would be the better term. I wish there was something more than just his ears getting some love. Clefable, this green actually I like more than Clefairy's. But again, I wish they just did something a bit more with Clefable. Just a bit more. Shiny Alolan Vulpex. I think it's like the legs are different. It's hard for me to notice on this. I think the legs are like a purplish color. I mean, I like Alolan Vulpex, so it's still going to get some points because I like how pretty that white is, but it doesn't really have much of a change. I'm sorry. Shiny Vulpex is like a off yellow-orange color. Not really much vibes here. I think he falls about right there. Shiny Ninetales I know gets a lot of love because of that, like, this whole lore thing and kind of looking like ghostly here. The Alolan one, honestly, my opinion goes about right here. I don't know, something about this shade. Now, this Ninetales one shade works a little bit better than the Alolan one for some reason. I don't know if it's just somehow have more attachment to the regular Ninetales or what, but yeah, I don't know. I still wish something else was here. I don't know what. Maybe you've had like a mist or something. I don't know. Give it some kind of aesthetic, and then it'll be fine. All right, Jigglypuff and its green eyes. That's pretty much the only change it gets. Which is a little bit better than Clefairy, I feel like, but again, it's not super noticeable. Wigglytuff, again, kind of same argument. Noticeable, but they could have gone much more. Zubat, shiny Zubat, this greenish color for whatever reason. I don't know. This green is an ugly green to me. Maybe like there. I mean, it's noticeable, which is good. Like I said, I always like noticeable and shiny, so you know it's a shiny. But yeah, I don't know. And then I don't know. It just didn't go well for Golbat. I love. Don't get me wrong. I love Golbat, and anybody that knows this channel knows I love Golbat. Freaking Batty is an MVP, and he will always be an MVP. However, the shiny, it's just, I don't know. That shade of green doesn't work well. That pink on the wings, it might not have bugged me if his green. I don't know. Just this color combination, just didn't do it for me. Because it's Golbat, it's going to get some kind of a points, but again, no. Oddish, this weird like auburn color-ish leaves, and then green. I mean, it's noticeable, so that's always a good little perk here. But I think honestly, I like Zubat's just a bit more. If I can, there we go. Gloom, I feel like honestly is a little bit less noticeable. I mean, he's still obviously a different variant, but really, I mean, so bad. Like I'm comparing it to each one, and I'm like, are you really better than that? No. All right. Next we have Vileplume, who I think the actual flower part changes a bit of color here too. I think I just give it a butt. It's just that green. Like I said, I'm just not a big fan of this coloration of green, that yellow there. Like I said, this combination of yellow. I don't know. It just usually this kind of green does not sit well with me on most mods. But I mean, as you can see with Beedrill, there are some exceptions, or Bulbasaur. You know, there are some exceptions to green that do work. Paris, like a bright reddish color. So, I mean, it's noticeable, not hardcore noticeable, but it's noticeable. Honestly, I think he's gonna go like right there. Parasect, an off yellowish color. I think Paris worked a little bit better than Parasect. But again, it's a noticeable shiny, whatever. Venonat, these blue eyes. Ooh, it's nice. It's nice. I like what they were going with here. I do wish the fur changed color, but at the same point, these blue eyes are just adorable, adorable. They stand out very, very well. And the Venomoth being all blue is very cool as well. I don't know, I don't know what I would wish for its shiny to be, but it's not full on to me. I guess it looks really good because of that blue, and it's noticeable, but I don't know, I wish there was something else. I don't know what, I guess. Maybe that's something I can do in the future, just like do that whole like shade coloring thing and try to figure out like what other shinies would I see them as. Alolan Diglett with his darker skin, blue nose, steel, whatever. I think goes about right there. It's definitely noticeable. I like the blue. It's a great. Regular Diglett gets a little less points. Noticeable again, but this one just looks better. The Afro Boys or the 70, 80 boy rock band. I don't know. I don't know. These are just. I mean, they're obvious, but really, do they do much for me? No. I think honestly they're gonna go like right there. The trio, however, I do like as well. I like the blue noses on him. These ones I can see being interchangeable. Just have that as that form, and then it'd definitely be up higher. Shiny Alolan Meowth. Very nice color change here. I do like this Alolan form. I just know what it turns into, and that's probably good to what it hurts him. But I do like how that looks, honestly. Shiny Gigantamax Meowth. It doesn't really change in coloring. This thing is a freaking meme anyway. Because it doesn't really change, I'm really kind of going based on the Pokemon itself. So it's gonna like fall right there. The shiny Glarion Meowth is like a yellowish color, it looks like. This thing, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever really seen this shiny. I don't really know how this one's falling on me. This is Berserker, is that what this thing's name is? Yeah, I don't know how he's settling down right now. I feel like, honestly, if I'm just going by base gut, he's gonna go like right here. It depends on how the shade of yellow is. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to go by this image, and it might look different in game, but yeah. Regular Meowth is, again, not hardcore noticeable. It's just somewhat changed, but again, it's not much there. Alolan Persian, big fan of this Pokemon's design, but it is a noticeable shiny, and it's a nice looking shiny as well. Like the Alolan Meowth up here. Honestly, I think he'll go like right there. Regular Persian, I again see no difference here, and yeah. I mean, you just look better than these color-wise, so that's why you're going there. Sometimes, I mean, even though it's what I consider no change, is no change technically worse than ugly? I don't know. Like, I shouldn't say ugly. Okay, sorry. But, ones that I'm like, ew, like, where I would have rather Nidoqueen be something close to what she normally looks like than this? Yeah, probably. Psyduck. I love the blue on this Psyduck. It's a great blue. It's such a good blue. It gets mad props. Golduck, it just didn't work out for him. It just something just didn't click, and I think it's in the beak and the web it's in his hands. I think that just needed to be a different color, and then this guy would have, gotten a little bit more love from me, honestly. But yeah, I think he falls. Actually, I think he's below the Wild Plume. Manky doesn't change hardcore too much, and it's like green, isn't it? That, like, its color, which I mean is noticeable, but I don't know. I mean, maybe like right there. Primeape actually looks a little worse. I think I put him right there. Growlithe, who has this pretty yellow. Really like the yellow on Growlithe, although you can't really tell the yellow on here. I'm trying to like move it around to see it, but Growlithe, honestly, let's see. Growlithe will probably fall. This yellow is not bad. I think it goes like right there. Arcanine, though shiny actually straight from this Arcanine looks a lot better than the yellow I'm accustomed to. I feel like it's a more brighter yellow that doesn't really work on him, but this sprite is giving Arcanine a little bit more justice than I feel like I normally get it, because it gives it more of like an electrical vibe to me on this one than what I feel like I normally see. Which honestly gives it way more points than I feel like I normally would give it. I'm just trying to figure out where I think he falls. I think it's like right above Charmeleon here. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and move Charmeleon like. Is this Charmeleon? I guess it's something about his shiny just didn't click as well as Charmander. I think he's like right there technically. Sorry if I do some adjustments here and there. I'm not going to try too much. Poliwag's a brighter blue. It's noticeable, but not like crazy. It's pretty, but yeah. Poliwhirl, again, kind of same argument. It's pretty. It's noticeable-ish. I think, honestly, yeah, he goes there. Poliwrath is a green. I get it's like frog vibes. But it's this shade of green that's hurting him a little bit. To where I just not the biggest fan, but it's not horrible. Abra, I believe, is like pink. Although, I don't... This doesn't even look like it's changed. Abra's pink, isn't it? Or is that what it changed to in Pokemon Go? Maybe this is the... Yeah, no. Alakazam is pink. Abra's barely changed. That's right. That's right. So just taking it as Abra... Really? As an Abra that can teleport, which is scary in itself. About right there. Kadabra... Yeah. Mega Alakazam looks awesome with these spoons, and that shade is nice. He's gonna go... Mega Alakazam is going to go... I think right there. Rather, Alakazam... This shade of pink doesn't do it as much as the other one here. I think he's gonna go right here below Growlithe. Machamp is off grayish color, trying to be green, but doesn't really do anything. So he is going to go Machamp. Move it right there. Sorry, wanted to make sure I wasn't playing an ad anymore. Machoke, actually the blue on him doesn't actually hurt him too much. The green is what I'm not the ultra biggest fan of, but it's better than Poly, yeah, better than that. Better than those, better than that one, maybe like right there. The Gigantomax Machamp looks pretty sick. It's orange. Like he stuck his hand in some Cheetos. Maybe like right there. Machamp, normally I nickname Hulk. Does kind of give Hulk vibes. I guess Machoke would be more of a Hulk than this guy, but I still like this a little bit more. So I'm gonna put him right there. Shiny Bellsprout. This yellow is not the biggest fan of. It's noticeable, so it's going to give him a little bit of props here, but it's not great. Weeping Bell's technically less to me. Victory Bell, I do like the blue on top of him. It's just the rest of the color doesn't work. The blue is really what's going to drive this Victory Bell to get something here, but this part of him, the body part, is just no. Tentacool, which is pink with green orbs, is a very good noticeable shiny. Very interesting mon for sure. I think honestly, yeah, it's gonna fall about right there. And then Tentacruel, if I can grab him. Tentacruel. Alright, for some reason it's not letting me click on Tentacruel for some reason. Oh, it's because I glitched. I think the page crashed. Yep. Page crashed. Okay. If I refresh, does it keep everything here? Guys, I'm scared. If I refresh, does it keep everything? Only one way to find out, right? Okay. Let's copy the... Oh, crap. I need to copy this. Let's see if I can... fix this, hopefully. We're getting near the end here. We're at Tentacruel out of Mewtwo. Oh, there's the actual error page. Please bring it back. Oh, thank God. They brought it back. Whew, not gonna lie, I was a little scared there. Not gonna lie. Alright, so Tentacruel. Back to this guy again. Like I said, looks nice. Not horrible. Geodude, very noticeable. I like this orange actually, weirdly, in this coloration, so it's going to get a little bit extra points for that. And fall probably like right there. It's actually a really nice shiny. Regular Geodude, the first shiny Pokemon I ever ran into was a shiny Geodude. However, I did not have Pokeballs and could not catch it. So technically my first shiny Pokemon ever was a fail. Does that knock it down some points? Oh, heck yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just going to genuinely go by its shiny form, which is going to go like right there. Him and Poliwag could probably go back and forth. Graveler. It's the face, man. Something about the face just doesn't work it for me. Yeah. Golem gets a bit better. Same with Graveler. I don't know. These are kind of like same to me. Golem's gonna be worse. I don't know. I think it's the... It just doesn't look like it does much with his skin. Is that the right term there? Alright. Then Alolan Golem actually looks pretty nice. I don't think he's better than this, but it's not terrible looking shiny. Galarian Ponyta does look really good. I do like the color scheme it was going for here. The blues are really good complementary. I'll say it's about right there. Regular Ponyta, I really love this blue. This is like one of my favorite shades of blue. That flame on its back is super nice. I think honestly it goes right there below Mr. Arcanine. Regular Rapidash, I wish kept the blue. Every part of me wish he kept the blue. The ghost vibes is not horrible. I just wish they kept the blue. That's pretty much my only thing. And then Galarian Rapidash, it's not horrible. It's just, I think they're given other color choices. Galarian Slowbro, this whole yellow thing, I mean, it's super noticeable, which is awesome. I'm actually not, this is like only the second time I've seen this one. It's actually not too bad, honestly. I think he's gonna go like right there. Regular Slowbro is like an off pink. I think it might be noticeable, but again, just not a big fan of it. Glarion Slowbro's yellow. This like coloration on his body is not my biggest fan. I like the cannon color, but the rest didn't work. Mega Slowbro just looks always hilarious, and the shiny one actually does it some justice for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does. But yeah, it goes about like right there. And then Shiny Slowbro actually does pretty well as well. I like this color scheme a little bit. I don't know, for some reason that's just so hilarious that I feel like I can't overtop of it. Magnemite is like this bronzish color. I don't even know what to call this shiny. I think I'm going to put him right there, just barely above Ekans, and this is basically 3 Magnemites put together, so that makes it 3 times better, right? That's how this works. That's how math works. Shiny Galarian Farfetch is just like darker, I believe, is all he gets really, so it's really not super noticeable, but it's there. Regular Farfetch doesn't change much. And really, yeah, I think he's like here. The Dew is a green, and this is, again, one of those greens I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's something noticeable, and then I like the Duos more than the Trios, so yeah. Seal, one of the first Pokemon I got in Let's Go, was a Seal for my first, like, actually, full odds that I caught without a chain or anything like that. It's like a off-white yellow, almost, coloration. I just wish it was more noticeable. It's really my only thing, and then, again, I like Seal a bit more than Dugong. Alolan Grimer, which makes it look like regular Grimer, is a genius move. I love that they did that. That was smart, so smart, and it's good. And then regular Grimer being this off green is actually not bad either. I do like this one as well. I think honestly it goes like right there. Shiny Alolan Muck. I like the colors on Muck, don't get me wrong, but I have trouble knowing that's shiny. And then regular Muck, not the biggest fan shade of the screen, but again, it's noticeable, so it's going to get some points for that, but it's not the prettiest of colors. Shelter, I love this orange. It's going to be a nice high ranking for Mr. Shelter here. I think, honestly, he goes right there. Cloister, a lovely blue shade on this Cloister. I wish the face got a little bit more love, but the blue shading on this Cloister is not horrible by any means. Ghastly, this blue-pink coloration. It's been changed around a few generations here and there. Yeah, there. Haunter, the blue mouth does it really for him. Otherwise, the shiny almost didn't change much. But since it has some notable changes, whatever. The Gigantomax Gingar being white is a genius move. Freaking gets the ghost vibes. Freaking love it. It will go like right there. The music stops, so I'm just trying to figure out why. Alright, next. Mega Gengar looks sick, and this might be because I'm more familiar with this one than I am the Gigantomax one. This one looks super deadly and super ghostly from a horror meal, but I guess it's because I'm more familiar with this one. I like this one more. This is just a very pretty genius shiny. Regular Gengar, the no change man, barely. But again, this lack of change is better than some of these here, so yeah. Onyx, this color just didn't do it for you, man. I don't know. I just don't feel it. Pink Drowsy, not a big fan of either. Again, noticeable, but it's just not pretty. Hypno does a little bit better. I like this shade of pink a little bit more, but again, it's not like, oh my god. Krabby's like yellow, isn't he? I believe that's what color he is. Let me get a better look at this thing, just to make sure I know exactly where I want to place this. I think it's just going to go fairly above Bellsprout. Gigantomax Gingar actually looks really sick in this form. Actually, I cannot lie, he actually looks really good. Honestly, I think it goes like right there. That thing looks really good. And regular Kingler is a good little whatever. I wish the green was a little bit different, but really, I think he's gonna go like right there. Voltorb being like a great ball, genius move, very pretty shiny. Is a Voltorb, so it's only gonna go so high. And Electrode, same deal, pretty blue. All that great stuff is going to give it mad points. Execute, not a big fan. It is noticeable, but I wish it was just a little bit different of a shade of orange for some reason. Alolan Executor is hilarious. It's very noticeable. Not the biggest fan of the shiny coloration, but again, good. And the Executor actually is way less, but the auburn hair does give it something, I guess, but really, I think he goes down here with this group. Cubone, green. This green actually works a little bit on Cubone. Not a lot, but somewhat. Marowak, I like this green as well, this lime greeny color. I wish the skull got a little bit more love, but again, it's something. Shiny Alolan Marowak is really good because it's like a ghost, actually makes it look like a ghost, and the fire changes a little bit. Very, very cool looking Pokemon. Hitmonlee, not the biggest fan of this shade of green. Really, where are you gonna fall? I think you're gonna go like right. Actually, I feel like you're below Paris, honestly. Maybe you and Geodude can be spots. Hitmonchan, the boxing gloves is all it does it for it. It's really it. The other coloration is ugly, but the boxing gloves is what's gonna kind of do it for him right now. Lickitung, this yellow did not work out for Lickitung well. Coughing looks really nice. The pink gas and the blue coloration is a very great combination. Glarion Wheezing, though, however, did not do much well. For some reason, I don't really get good vibes from this one. Shiny Rhyhorn's not horrible. This, what is it, brown? There's certain things that have a little bit better shading on them, or coloration. I feel like I'm saying the word coloration a lot. Coloration, the word of the day. Rhydon. Being the first Pokemon ever made, this thing deserved way more love than what it has right now. Chansey, noticeable shiny. I don't like the shade of green, but again, it is noticeable. Tangela, this green, however, does work. This green is a good green. This green works. This green, no. Get it out of my face. Kangaskhan, these are going to be pretty much similar, but this shade of green is better than this shade of green. It's pretty much as simple as it's going to boil down to. The rest of Kangaskhan didn't really change much, sadly. I wish it did, but for whatever reason, it just didn't. Seadra's like or not Seadra, Horsey's like a brighter blue. Kingdra is like a dark blue, which I don't like Kingdras. I think he goes really down here with Golduck. Goldeen being an off-orange. I wish he just made him gold. Oops. Seeking. It's like orange, isn't it, instead of red? Pretty much that's the color difference here. This orange isn't horrible, but again, there's just things with other colors that I just like more. Staryu, which shiny has changed over the years. I do kind of, this white Staryu looking thing has grown on me more. I think if I give it more time, it will actually go way even higher than what it is, but right now it's just, I think if it was a more brighter white, it would do more. Starmie, however, I want more. I want more. That's what it is. I just want more. Galarian Mr. Mime doesn't change hardcore too much. He doesn't look terrible, but Mr. Mime being green is noticeable, definitely. Don't get me wrong. It is a Mr. Mime, however, so it's not going to be like crazy high, but it's better than some of these. Scyther gets like a red coloration on his like neck and area. I wish more got changed about other things, but you gotta pick and you gotta choose. Jinx is a more off pink coloration. Really, it's just a tad bit better than Drowsy. Electabuzz is like an orangish color. I wish it just was a brighter orange to kind of give it still some power vibes, but it works. Magmar's pink, and this pink did not work on Magmar. It just didn't. Mega Pinsir looks absolutely deadly as heck. Super cool. Mad points for him. I think he's going to go right here under Kingler. Kingler actually did some stuff. And Pinsir itself is actually not a bad shiny either. This purple definitely worked for him as well. Tauros. It's the shading, really. The shade of whatever it's trying to be is not great. Gold Magikarp. Love Gold Magikarp as much as it gave me a super bunch of issues in Pokemon Go. It's still notable. Red Mega Gyarados, which to me looks a little bit better than regular Red Gyarados. One of the first shiny Pokemon most people ever get. It probably honestly was my first shiny Pokemon ever. Kind of a deal because, you know, Gen 2 would have been, you know, around the time I was super young. And then let's go ahead and put this in here. Shiny Gyarados. It's good. Gigantamax Lapras, which is purple. I do like the music notes on this Lapras. This Lapras definitely has gained a little bit more on over time. And the regular Lapras looking this purple is just a good. I love Lapras, and this purple just worked well on it. Ditto, the mascot of our channel, being this blue is amazing, being, you know, again, kind of confirming the whole Mew theory, but the blue on Ditto and being just like completely blue was genius. Gigantamax Eevee. Wish it was a little less fluff, but I do like the white coloration of Eevee. Regular shiny Eevee. She was a little bit more plain white, to be honest, but shiny Vaporeon, which is this nice shade of pink. This pink works well on Vaporeon. I think he's gonna go right there. Shiny Jolteon, I wish was a different shade of green. I really wish he was a different shade of green. It didn't work for him. And then Flareon also, I feel like they could have done better with. It just didn't work for him. Porygon, this blue coloring really did pretty well on him. I do like the blue coloring of Porygon. Ammonite, purple and everything like that. Noticeable shiny, which is always props. Amistar, basically Ammonite with spikes. Lord Helix in the flesh. Kabuto's green actually works really well on him. This green is a nice green on Kabuto. Kabutops, I go back and forth on him. To me, I think it could be better, but it's not horrible. Mega Aerodactyl, I wish was just I guess because they're supposed to be pink. I feel like I don't notice a change here. Regular Aerodactyl being pink like this. Not the greatest color, but it's a noticeable shiny, so it's going to get points. Shiny Gigantamax Snorlax with like the auburn tree, the off blue coloring. It gets a lot of things going right for it. I just never really used this Pokemon much, so it's not going to go like crazy high, but pretty shiny. And then this more blue coloring of Snorlax is also pretty nice. I like the Gigantamax a little bit more, but shiny Galarian Articuno being this blue is a really good shade of blue. This is a really, really good shade of blue. I don't know if I've actually seen this shiny before. It's still going up here. Hold on, folks. I think right there is Mr. Articuno. Regular Articuno, to me, I don't notice much change. It's still an Articuno, so it's going to go up a little bit, but Galarian Zapdos looking like the regular Zapdos is genius. And it's going to go, I think, right below this. More I see that Galarian Articuno shiny, more I like it. Okay, regular Zapdos, that doesn't change much except for its feet. Like I said, I do like Zapdos. It's fine, more than some of these, so I think it's going to go right there. Galarian Moltres, looking like Moltres is also awesome. This, however, is ugly. I'm sorry, it's ugly. What were they thinking with this pink monstrosity? Pink Dratini, however, is super cute. It's super cute. So cute. And Dragonair is just a longer Dratini, so it's even cuter. Let me in front of the Sandslash, thank you. And Dragonite actually works well with this screen. Although this screen has been one I'm going to usually criticize, it actually weirdly works on Dragonite. Mega Mewtwo X. Green noticeable. But just could be better. Wise shiny looks a little bit better. Again, nothing crazy. And then regular Mewtwo being this green. I feel like there's so many other color choices, but these are all going to kind of like fall really close to one another. And then finally, last but certainly not least, is little blue Mew, who looks so cute. It's so adorable. is going to go right here. And that will finish off Gen 1. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's our beginning of our, whatever you want to say, our tier list, our everything like that. So hope you guys did enjoy that. Be sure you did smash that like button if you did indeed enjoy the video there and everything. Be sure you do subscribe if you are new here. It really does help out the channel more than you guys will ever do know. So yeah, so we have right now in the lead Mr. Mega Charizard Y. And then currently in last place we have Mega Venusaur. And yeah, that is Gen 1. We'll dive into Gen 2 in the next video and just kind of see where we lined up time-wise and just keep moving forward through the generations as we do have them all here. And they're, you know, like I said, they're form variants and all that great stuff. So just keep moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's going to be the Modern Gamer signing out. Kaka.